Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, where today I want to talk about the possible celebrity that might appear in the Infinite Warfare's DLC 2 season. So basically, we've had a few hints and stuff about where this map's going to be set. We had at the end of the Easter egg in Rave and the Redwoods, this little cutscene. I'm going to put up a few images next to me now so I keep a bit of space. But basically, there was like some hints towards like it being in the 70s and also being in New York. It was in the New York subway, and it also had one of the characters right there wearing like a Statue of Liberty spiky helmet. So we can sort of see that it was in New York. And also to further back up this claim, we just had Lee Ross tweeting out on Twitter, "In my hometown New York City, kicking off DLC's 2 voiceover recording sessions." So basically right now at this very minute, Lee Ross and other people from Infinite Warfare's developing team are with the characters. They're probably with like the people who play like AJ and Sally and all those people, but they're also most probably going to be with the special like celebrity character we're going to get in this map as well. So what I've done is I've gone ahead, done a little bit of research, and I found 5 people who I think are possible to be the celebrity character within DLC 2. So all I done really was I just searched up not only actors who are like popular actors in the 70s, but also I searched up these actors if they were born in New York City. So that's the 2 things that these people have in common. They're all actors in the 70s, and they were all also born somewhere within New York City. So the first person we have right here is Barbra Streisand. Now, I don't really know a lot about Barbra, to be honest with you. But it says right here, now what I'll do as well is I'll leave links in the description below to all of these people's Wikipedia page, so if you want to go and read up a little bit more about them, you can go ahead and do so. But Barbra Streisand is 74 years old at the moment, born in Williamsburg, New York City, New York. She's a singer, actor, director and producer, and to be honest that's all I really know about her after doing a little bit of research on her. And to be honest, I put her first on this list just because she's the least likely out of the other 4 people as well that I'm going to include into this. I just feel like she's the least likely. I feel like personally this is going to be like a 70s possibly action film, and Barbra Streisand isn't really that sort of person to do like action, whereas the other 4, these are more likely people to be in an action film. So the second celebrity I think might be a possibility for DLC's 2 for Infinite Warfare is going to be Woody Allen. Now Woody Allen was actually born in Brooklyn in New York City, and he was even in a film in 1979 called Manhattan. Now that's obviously in New York itself, so that's obviously very New York based. He's a very much New York icon, and like I say, he's an actor from the 70s, born in New York. Again, he just fits this list perfectly. He has a very high chance of being in DLC's 2 as the celebrity. At number 3 is got to be Mel Brooks. Now, Mel Brooks, again, born in Brooklyn, New York City. He was an actor in the 70s, and I believe even before the 70s as well, but he was quite a big icon at that sort of period of time. The only thing that sort of makes me believe that he might not even be in DLC's 2, the only reason that I can see fit, is the fact that he's 90 years old, and that's pretty old to still be doing sort of voiceover work and to be doing acting and everything. But if he still is going on, then obviously fair play to him. I just believe that 90 years old is probably a little bit too old for him to be sort of doing like a sort of a job like that. That being said, he still does do voiceover work every now and then. The last time he did voiceover work was in a film called Hotel Transylvania 2. He also has one coming out called Blazing Samurai that's coming out next year. And he actually does do occasional guest appearances like on the TV show The Comedians, so occasionally he will do these roles. So it's still very much possible that he could still be the celebrity within DLC 2. So a lot of you right now probably know who the last 2 are already, but I'm going to go to the next one, who's quite a popular star, who a lot of people still know because he's still quite popular today. Sylvester Stallone, who was born in Hell's Kitchen in New York City. Obviously, again, a popular star back in the 70s, he's become a lot more popular since. And even though this list isn't in any particular order, it's in my own personal opinion of most likely to sort of appear into this map, I put Sylvester Stallone at number 2 because he's sort of more into action films and things, and I honestly believe this is going to be a New York 70s styled action film. Sylvester Stallone is obviously one of those badass actors from the 70s, he's obviously quite muscular and everything, so he's one of those badass characters and he's always in action films. For instance, one of my favourite action films of all time, he's in all 3 Expendable films, which are like absolutely great films just because they star so many of the iconic strong men. Stallone's in that as well as a load of other action films, where in my opinion he's got a high chance of being the celebrity actor within DLC 2. Now if you love The Godfather, if you're a massive fan, you probably already know who's in the number 1 spot. But in the number 1 spot, obviously New York born in East Harlem, we have Al Pacino. At 76 years old, I just feel like Al Pacino is the most likely of the 5 to actually be in the DLCs 2. Not only was he part of The Godfather in 1972 as one of the Dons, so he's like one of the top dogs in this film as well. But he was also in the Godfather saga as well, which is a mini TV series in 1977 as well. So that's two sort of Godfather things that they did in the 1970s. Like I said, he was a Don in them as well. So a Don is basically like the boss of like the Mafia family. So it's quite a high up role that he did, and he's also a very much a badass character. He's a badass actor in general. I feel like this is going to be an action sort of theme set film in the 1970s in New York City that Al Pacino or Sylvester Stallone are the two most likely people to be part of it. So that's going to be the end of the video. Please make sure to put down below in the comment section if I missed out any of the New York born 1970s famous actors, because like I said, these are only 5 that I found very quickly on the internet, but obviously there are probably going to be a lot more. Do let me know if you think there's going to be someone else. Like I said, Al Pacino or Sylvester Stallone are the two most likely for me. Go ahead and leave the video a like rating if you did find it enjoyable. If you did like it in any way, subscribe for more zombies content, and as always, I'll see you next time. Peace out.